Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udhirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. So let us read. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yeah, we read from chapter 2 of Canto 10, Srimad Bhagavatam. The chapter title is Prayers by the Demigods for Lord Krishna in the Womb. So we're reading from 1 to 12 verses today, starting from first verse, 1 and 2 verses together. Sukadeva Goswami said, under the protection of Magadha Raja Jarasandha, the powerful Kamsa began persecuting the kings of the Yadu dynasty. In this, he had the cooperation of demons like Pralamba, Baka, Chanura, Trinavarta, Agasura, Mustika, Arishta, Divida, Putana, Keshi, Denuka, Banasura, Narakasura, and many other demoniac kings on the surface of the earth. Text 3. Persecuted by the demoniac kings, the Yadavas left their own kingdom and entered various others, like those of the Kurus, Panchalas, Kekayas, Salvas, Vidarbhas, Nishadas, Videhas, and Koshalas. Text 4 and 5. Some of their relatives, however, began to follow Kamsa's principles and act in his service. After Kamsa, the son of Ugrasena, killed the six sons of Devaki, a plenary portion of Krishna entered her womb as her seventh child, arousing her pleasure and her lamentation. That plenary portion is celebrated by great sages as Ananta, who belongs to Krishna's second quadruple expansion. Text 6. To protect the Yadus, his personal devotees, from Kamsa's attack, the personality of Godhead, Visvatma, the supreme soul of everyone, ordered Yogamaya as follows. Text 7. The Lord ordered Yogamaya, O my potency, who are worshipable for the entire world and whose nature is to, is to bestow good fortune upon all living entities. Go to Vraja, where there live many cowherd men and their wives. In that very beautiful land, where many cows reside, Rohini, the wife of Vasudeva, is living at the home of Nanda Maharaja. Other wives of Vasudeva are also living there incognito because of fear of Kamsa. Please go there. Text 8. Within the womb of Devaki is my partial plenary expansion known as Sankarshana or Sesha. Without difficulty, transfer him into the womb of Rohini. Text 9. O all auspicious Yogamaya, I shall then appear with my full six opulences as the son of Devaki, and you will appear as the daughter of Mother Yashoda, the queen of Maharaja Nanda. Text 10. By sacrifices of animals, ordinary human beings will worship you gorgeously with various paraphernalia because you are supreme in fulfilling the material desires of everyone. Text 11 and 12. Lord Krishna blessed Maya Devi by saying, in different places on the surface of the earth, people will give you different names such as Durga, Bhadrakali, Vijaya, Vaishnavi, Kumuda, Chandika, Krishna, Madhavi, Kanyaka, Maya, Narayani, Ishani, Sarada, and Ambika. So we're reading 12 verses only today. I'll pause there. Shyama Dulari Mataji, when you're ready, you can start, Mataji.
Thank you, Sunanda Prabhuji, for reading the translations. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you for joining. Um, so let me say the prayers. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Um, so today we'll discussing from the 10th canto, chapter 2, entitled Prayers by the Demigods for Lord Krishna in the Womb. So, if we see, like, the 10th canto is the face of the Lord Krishna and is the essence of the Srimad Bhagavatam. And if you see, like, in the Bhagavatam, there are many factors that are covered, like topics, but the one of the topic that is common across all the chapters, all the cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam is prarthana, that is prayers. That's also the topic of this chapter, that is done by the demigods, that are prayers that are offered to the Lord. So if you see every chapter, there is one stuti, prayer, prarthana that is done. So the prayers are and also very integral part of our devotional service as well, the bhakti to the Lord. So if you see in the first canto, the Kunti Devi Stuti and Bhishma Stuti, and in the second canto is Chatushloki Bhagavatam, and in the third canto is Garbha Stuti, and in fourth canto, Dhruv Maharaj Stuti, and in fourth canto is also Rudra Gita. And in Canto 5, there are two prayers, one by the Jambudvipa residents and Rishabdeva prayers. And in Canto 6 is by Ajamil and also Chitraketu Maharaj. So going on like that, every canto, there are like so many prayers. And in 7th canto is Prahlad Maharaj Stuti, and 8th canto is Gajendra Stuti, and 9th canto is the Durvasa Muni. And now reaching 10th canto is the prayers by the demigods. So, and then the prayers keep continuing in the future chapters of this 10th canto. So mainly so our as ourselves as sadhakas, so stuti or prayers, reciting these prayers in is will help us with our purification process, and also connect to the Lord in the bhava that these different devotees have been trying to reach out, call out to the Lord. And now in this particular canto, the structure is like the topics in detail are mainly focused on Krishna Leelas, and the part one, I mean, the Canto 10 is divided into three parts. And in the first part is focused on Vrajalila. In that, there are again four sections. The first one is the Krishna's appearance, and the next will be Kaumara Leela. After that would be Pauganda Leela, and then following with the Kishora Leela. And in the following chapters, there is the beautiful Gitas by gopis. In that, the gopis are glorifying this chapter, like the topics that are covered in this chapter. That one shloka where they are saying, mm, Tava katamritam taptaji. Sorry. Uh, तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीदं कल्मषापहम् श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्तये भूरिदा जना. So the gopis are saying that the nectar of your words, of Lord's words, and the descriptions of his activities of life that are described in this canto, these really provide relief to the soul, those are suffering in this material world. And the narrations that are transmitted by the sages like Sutta Goswami and others, they eradicate one's sinful reactions and bestow good fortune upon us. So these narrations are broadcast all over the world and are filled with spiritual power. So and us also, by whoever like us who spread these uh, also make benefit and also are also very auspicious. So this is described in this canto chapter 31 by as part of the Gopi Geet. Okay, so now let's with this introduction the chapter, let's start in the actual topics of this chapter. So in this one, in this like the chapter begins with the description of how the different the first, before the appearance of the Lord, what happened. So the demigods, sorry, actually, this once when Mother Earth was being overburdened with the demoniac forces, um, Narad Muni, sorry, yeah, sorry, I'm really tensed. I don't know why, but Mother Earth was taken to Lord Brahma, and the demigod at the shore of the Milk Ocean by demigods, and they chanted Purusha Sukta to please the Lord Vishnu. At this point, when Lord Vishnu then came out of trance, then he promised them to help with the situation, would come down to earth, um, and then that he would appear in the Yadu and Vrinshi dynasties. And next, then here mainly the like the Kamsa, we all know the story how Kamsa's sister Devaki and her husband Vasudeva, after they get married, Kamsa, he himself as a brother, he actually rides the chariot and started taking the newlywed to their hometown. But when the celestial voice informs Kamsa that the eighth child of Kamsa would kill him, then as his power, because he's more attached to his power than the love for his sister. So this is a situation when power overtakes the love. So that's when people will start can make take wrong decisions and wrong actions. So similarly here Kamsa, then he decided to kill Devaki. But Vasudeva, he promised to like give the kids, like that are the childs that are born to Devaki, and then at that point Kamsa, he agreed to not kill, and then he put them in the prison. So then after that, eventually Devaki and started gave birth to the child, and who are the different, like they are okay, I don't know why I'm nervous. Um, um, Prabhuji, is it okay if I stop? I don't know why I'm feeling a bit nervous today.
No,
Mataji, turn off.
if sorry, go
Mataji,
ahead,
turn
Mother.
off your. Sorry, Mataji. Mataji, turn off your video so you don't get nervous.
Okay, I'll
Try
try.
that.
Yeah, you are narrating nicely, Mother, so far. So think that we are your Sunday school kids and you can share like that stories.
Okay, Prabhuji. Yeah, I think the camera is throwing me off. Okay, I'll start without the camera and see. Um, So then Kamsa, because he is a king, and also he has the power from his father-in-law Jarasandha, and also his other demonic friends like Pralamba, Bhakasura, Chanura, Trinavarta, Agasura, Mushtika, and many others. So because of this power, they slowly started suppressing the Yadu dynasty. And because of this, and then the Yadu dynasty, the kings and other people, they like Panchala, Kekaya, Shalva, Vidarbha, they already they left their home and they moved on. And then later on, when the time came for Devaki, she started giving birth to her 6 sons, and these 6 sons are referred as Shad Garbhas. Um, um, because there is a pastime in the past where Neni, he had that he had to kill his 6 sons. So in order to fulfill that, this whole pastime of the 6 sons appearing in Devaki's womb, and Kamsa, who is born again, actually Kalamneni was born again as Kamsa. So he killed his own sons who appeared as the sons of Devaki. So in order to fulfill that pastime, this whole happened. So that is one reason. And then another reason is these 6 sons represent the different emotions that arise in our mind, like the kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, and matsarya. So in order to, like, these 6 sons represent these different emotions. So before Lord Krishna can appear in Devaki's womb, these emotions, which the 6 sons which represent these emotions, appear and get cleared. So that is another significance of this pastime, is for us, like in our in our life, for Krishna to appear, all these emotions have to be cleared. So there are these two significant reasons of this significance of this pastime. And after that, the seventh son is none other than Anantadeva. He appears first in Devaki's womb, and then with the Supreme Lord's mercy, energy, Yogamaya, she transfers Anantadeva from Devaki's womb into Rohini's womb. Normally, even Yogamaya cannot do this on her own with her energy, but only because of the blessing of the Lord, she was able to do this action of transferring the eighth son of Devaki into Rohini's womb. And Krishna, later on, then Krishna appears as a son of Devaki. also who gets after the birth, he is transferred to Yashoda. There is also the Yoga Maya who appears actually as a daughter of Yashoda Devi at the same time. So when you see here Krishna appearing as Devaki's daughter and Yogamaya appearing as Yashoda, so they are considered as twins here, like as brother and sister. Krishna is the full is fully served and by Vaishnavas, and whereas Yogamaya, who appeared as daughter of Yashoda, is worshipped by Shaktas. So, who are generally there is differences between Vaishnavas who worship Krishna and Shaktas who worship Yogamaya. And Yogamaya in the material world is worshipped like Durga, Bhadrakali, and Chandika. And yeah, so the Ananta Deva who appeared in the womb of Devaki as the seventh son is none other than is also referred as Shankarshana. And because his one purpose, along with many other purposes of this appearance, is to clear the inauspiciousness first in the womb um, of Devaki, also is to increase the love for Krishna. Because for us, one step is to clear these uh, the inauspicious thoughts like kama, krodha, these emotions. First, we have to clean. Then, uh, with the mercy of Baladeva, Balabhadra, he gives us the strength to become a devotee of the Lord. So this pastime, like where these six sons and the seventh son, so this also relates to us as a devotee, that we have to first clear our these incorrect emotions, and then take the blessing and shelter of Balabhadra, who helps us to increase our devotion for the Lord. Only then Lord Krishna appears in our heart as well. So that's another inner lesson for us as the sadhakas. And Srila Prabhupada, in the purport of Shloka 1, he refers to the Bhagavad Gita shloka saying, Yada yada hi dharmasya Gnanir bhavati bharata abhyuktanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. So, whenever there is malpractice of religion, similarly, how Kamsa, he is was ready to kill his own sister and also killing the his nephews, torturing his sister and her husband by putting them in prison, and also all the Yadu dynasty kings and residents there, troubling them. So in any such situations like these, Krishna appears personally and does the needful. So then moving on to Shloka 2, then because of the power that Kamsa received from Jarasandha, who is his father-in-law, he was, and also other uh, kings like Pralamba, Aghasura, Mushtika, and others. So he became more. He was misusing his power and troubling the like everyone who are in the religious practices. Um, and also because at that time Jarasandha was also very powerful, so taking his powers advantage, Kamsa was actually persecuting, like the killing of the Yadu dynasty. So this is like having a power, and we have seen in other chapters of the um, Bhagavatam, where like Prithu Maharaj and others, where how they are king and or also, but they are in a like they display the right way of using those powers. Like because of their influence, even the citizens of the kingdom, they also adopt to religious practices and have good behavior towards like other citizens as well. Whereas here Kamsa, who is misusing the power from his and his own kingdom, and also other kings that are who are also demonic together, they are like troubling everyone else. So for us also, we have, there's another point that we can take from this is association. Having people with like a wrong thought process or incorrect practices that will influence us and also lead us, even if we are like in the path of bhakti, having association with them can have that bad impact on us. So that's another lesson we can reflect from this shloka. um, Moving on to next shlokas. um, Yeah, but there is also another point that's mentioned here. Like, even though a lot of the Yadu dynasty they left because of the Kamsa and his demonic friends, still there are some devotees who still stayed there, like Akrura, stayed with Kamsa, and but because they knew in the future Lord Krishna will appear as the eighth child, and they could see the appearance and also see the pastimes of the Lord. So and even in the and in down the line when Krishna grows up, like in Vrindavan, Akrura Kamsa's suggestion, he goes to pick Lord Krishna from Vrindavan. So that's also another point. Also, we can reflect here is in our situations, if uh, um, we are still surrounded by non-devotees or association which is not compliance for us, but still we should, like Akrura, patiently continue our life there, but because and continue our sadhana, because Krishna, how he gave the blessing to Akrura and gave him the opportunity to have personal association with Krishna and bring him to like from Vrindavan. Similarly, even in our life, if we have the not associated completely with devotees, we can still have the same patience like Akrura and get the mercy of the Lord. One word in this shloka 5 is used is paryupasate. Prabhupada is mentioning that it's very significant because this just like Akrura, some devotees, they wanted to stay with Kamsa because they could see the pastimes of the Lord. So sometimes even being in the wrong association, because of the Lord's mercy, they were given the opportunity to have the presence of the, I mean, the to see the Lord's pastimes. Um, yeah, and also Prabhupada is mentioning the seventh son, like Balabhadra, who is also referred as Ananta Sankarshana, and they are Chatur Vyuha, or the quadruple expansion of the Lord. This is what, as mentioned by the other commentators of, experienced commentators of Srimad Bhagavatam. In the next verse 6, the Lord is referred to as Vishwatma, means the super soul of everyone. The Lord generally like stays in every living entity as Paramatma, super soul. Um, whereas here the Lord is referred as Vishwatma, who is the original super soul of everyone. um, yeah. And then yeah, so next like after all the the six sons, after the birth of the six sons, and then the appearance of Balabhadra, and moving from Devaki's womb into womb of Rohini, Lord Krishna appears. So this is like the what has been mentioned in the shlokas that we have read. So I think I've covered all the points that uh, I know I haven't done justice, but yeah, hopefully next time I'll be a little more prepared and more used to uh, our morning session. But yeah, if I have done any mistakes, please forgive me.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Wonderful class. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
No worries, Mati. Thank you so much, Mati. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.